Hello students, today in this video I shall continue discussion on circulatory system. This is video number 3 for circulatory system for the class of standard 10. This is circulatory system video number 3 class 10. We continue with the discussion of the blood cells where we have completed up to the discussion of the structural and details of granulocytes. Now we continue the discussion on agranulocytes. Types of leukocytes, WBC continued. Agranulocytes. WBCs do not have granules in their cytoplasm are agranulocytes. These agranulocytes are those where the cytoplasm do not have granules, so that's why it has been categorized as agranulocytes. There are two types of agranulocytic WBC. Number one, lymphocytes. These lymphocytes are smallest of all the WBCs, almost the size of RBC, and the structures are more or less rounded. They are also not amoeboid in shape. They do not change their shape because their function is actually like that. So they are not amoeboid in shape. Amoeboid movement not found. Nucleus almost rounded or circular, and it remains like that, not lobulated, unlike other WBCs that we have found. So rounded or circular in shape and not lobulated. It is big, almost occupying the whole of the cell. Means nucleus is quite big, occupying the almost whole of the cell. So that is the characteristic of lymphocytes. Percentage count is the maximum number of WBC count is there. I mean, it is the second largest of the WBCs. The first largest WBC, neutrophil, that we have studied in previous video. This is the second largest, that because their percentage count is 25 to 30% of all WBC count. There's a reason behind that, because this WBC is actually responsible for creating immunity in our body, that they produce antibodies. We'll discuss that later. And the second type of agranulocyte is monocytes. Monocytes, these are the largest of all the WBCs. This is the largest of all. That is the smallest of all, and this is the largest of all. Diameter is roughly about 12 to 20 micron. You can understand this is the largest of all WBC. Structure, amoeboid shape. They are also phagocytic in nature. Pseudopodia, they are capturing the germs. They protect us from germs by throwing pseudopodia. Amoeboid in shape, that means make pseudopodia all the time. Nucleus is quite big and kidney shaped or horseshoe shaped. Either in some cases it is found like kidney shape, in some cases it is horseshoe shaped. So that is the recognition of this WBC. Big kidney shaped or horseshoe shaped nucleus. And percentage count, good number. Found in good numbers, approximately 3 to 8% of the total WBC count, it is present. Now we come on to the functional activity of WBCs. Of all of them, the most important activities and functions, the most important of them is the process called diapetesis. Let us see activity and functions of WBCs. We'll say it together and we'll differentiate which particular kind of WBCs are doing what kind of functions and activities. First of all, the first important activity of WBCs are diapetesis. Diapetesis is the most important activity of the WBCs forming pseudopodia, that is diapetesis. Those WBCs, remember one of them is not forming pseudopodia, that is lymphocyte. Other than that, all the WBCs are forming pseudopodia, and one of the most important activity of them is this, diapetesis. What is diapetesis? Diapetesis is the process of moving out of the fine gaps of the blood capillaries to go into the tissue area by the amoeboid WBCs. Means The WBCs, when they are found that the tissue area, the cells outside the blood vessels are being attacked with the foreign substances, germs or germ substances, so they make their body fine by making fine pseudopodia and coming through the gaps of blood capillaries into the tissue area. And why they are doing it? Because they have to fight with the germs over there. All the germs though are not coming into the blood vessels. Some of them are attacking the tissue. So to save the tissue of the body, they come out of the blood vessels only through the fine gaps of the capillaries. This diagram, this is the diagram showing the process of diapedesis. And it's this one, you see, this is the capillary wall, single cell squamous epithelial cells. These are the RBCs, and these are two WBCs shown here. WBC making fine pseudopodia here and trying to come out. The next stage is this, where RBC are inactive. RBC cannot move because they cannot make pseudopodia. And see, this WBC is moving out. This WBC is moving out. WBC moving out. And then finally it moved out into the tissue area. Another WBC is trying over here to move out of the blood capillaries. These are the capillary walls. This diagram showing the diapedesis by WBC. And its significance is, importance is, that I already told, that if the germs attack the tissue outside the blood vessels, so they to fight with those germs, they come out of the blood vessels. Look at that. Its significance is to fight with the germs, those invade the tissues outside the blood vessels. Next function is phagocytosis. Is another important function done by the amoeboid WBCs. Number 2, phagocytosis. The amoeboid WBCs throw pseudopodia around the germs and engulf them into itself and later destroy them by their enzymes inside. What they do, they surround the germ by throwing pseudopodia and then engulf them within the body, and after that they pour destructive enzymes into that gap, into the vacuole that is created, and destroy the germs. So this is the mechanical way to fight with the germs individually and saves us from the disease causing germs. Here are the diagrams showing the process of diapedesis. This is one WBC. This is the spot that is indicated as germ. It is, see, it is already trying to make pseudopodia. See, it is surrounding that, this pseudopodia is forming, surrounding the germ, and then finally it is totally encircle the germ inside, and after encircling it is totally coming inside, which afterwards they pour enzyme into this vacuole created because of that and destroy the germs. This is the method of phagocytosis. WBCs like neutrophil, eosinophil and monocytes perform phagocytosis. This is the second important function. Third function is inflammation. Inflammation is actually the process occurred due to diapedesis. This occurs due to reaction of tissue to injury or invasion of germs. If the germs invade the tissues of our body, or the injury takes place in a particular place, the tissues are damaged and harmed. Because of that, these WBCs are becoming active. This is done mainly by monocytes and neutrophils by diapedesis. They come out of the blood vessels, capillaries into the tissue area and invade the germs and fight with them to kill them and save us from any kind of infection or disease. The symptoms of inflammations are increased local heat, redness, swelling and pain. Very common example of such kind of inflammation is boils that occurs in certain times in the summer season, where it is painful and red colored, and those are the areas where inflammation takes place. and due to the attack of WBCs and fight with the germs, this kind of redness occurs, and then heat increase in that place, and pain is there. These are the symptoms of inflammation. So that is one example of inflammation. Now, due to that activity, inflammation, a formation after certain period of time, when the time passes, this inflammation comes down, and then it forms the kind of substance called pus, P-U-S, pus. Formation of pus, I think you can see it, though it is the lowermost portion of the board. Pus. Pus is the combination of dead tissue, germs, dead germs, and dead WBCs formed during inflammation. When that is healing up, at that time pus comes out. It is slightly yellowish white color substance, and it comes out of that particular inflamed spot, and that means the particular inflammation is healing up. The fourth function is the most important one in our body, that is called formation of immunity. Formation of antibodies and creating immunity in the body is a very important aspect of our body, which gives a enormous power to fight with harmful germs of the surrounding. This is the special function performed only by lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are the one who is forming this immunity by producing antibodies. These lymphocytes helps in forming special kind of proteins in the blood called antibodies. And each type of antibody is formed in recognition of a particular germ or germ substance. Means one particular antibody is a particular kind of protein will be forming in recognition of one particular kind of germ or germ substance, and that will be kept in the blood, and that will be effective for that particular germ substances or germs, not the others. This is the speciality of it. So this is the thing that is pointed out. Recognition of a particular germ or germ substance, toxin. These antibodies remain in blood and neutralize further attack of that specific germ or germ substance. If they attack our body again, then this antibody which remain there in the blood will neutralize the effect of those germ substances and germs. And this is the major immunity of our body. In fact, the process of vaccination is based upon this method of immunity, the formation of antibodies. The currently forming COVID-19 vaccines, this is also been introduced in our body in a target of this. Means when they are introducing that, the inoculation is given, that is a weakened germ substance, and that will create antibody in our body which will prevent the effect of further attack. This is a chemical method of immunity. That's why it is a major aspect of our body protection from diseases. A fifth and another kind of special kind of function is also been found in some WBCs, is formation of allergic reaction and helping in inflammation by secretion of histamine. Though it is not many of the WBCs perform, eosinophils perform some allergic reaction. It is a kind of a recognition of certain unwanted substance that is coming close to the body, which they are giving a kind of an anti-reaction, that is called allergic reaction. A special kind of function done by eosinophils to respond to foreign substance called allergy. Okay, so this allergic reaction is also another function performed by eosinophils. Basophils, on the other hand, doing another interesting function. Basophils also perform special function by secretion of histamine. By secretion of histamine, what they are doing is, they make the gaps of the capillary walls more wider so that other WBC can perform diapedesis easily. So they are helping the diapedesis performing WBCs to move out of the capillary walls by widening the gaps of the squamous epithelial wall of the capillary blood vessels. So these are the 5 functions that is performed by all the WBCs and help us to remain healthy and protected from germs. So let us end this video up to this. Next video will continue with the structure, function of platelets and blood clotting.